Get your pen and take notes. Call your friend, call your enemy. Tell them to tune in now because this is a Sharp Paragon Entertainment production. I am Vivian Louise Sharp, minister and mass media personality, executive producer. Advertising and donations are accepted. And now, on with the show, over and out. Don't wait to be discovered, discover yourself, was first said to Gary Hubert Satchel, a friend of mine from Cleveland, Ohio. We were in Denver, Colorado in 1976, and we started a 7-piece show band with 3 horns and 5 other instruments that were people that worked with us, and we auditioned them from scratch. From that, Gary went on and became a leader of the band all his life, and now he still lives in Denver, Colorado, and I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we will be talking to Carlos Ventes Pender, Inez James of Elyria, Ohio, James White of Cleveland, Ohio. We will be talking to Miss Vida Saeed, Mr. Al Grimes of the Fatherhood Initiative, Mr. Richard T. Andrews of the Real Deal Press, Apostle Franklin McCarthy, Akum Siko Nkomo Mackey of Africa House. Jumbo and Africa House will be performing a Kwanzaa dance for us. Dr. Fred Wheat of the Wheat Foundation, Miss Rachel Rawls Abernathy. And also we will be talking to Dr. Charles S. Modlin and his new book that he has out. And now, Carlos Ventes Pender.
Okay, my name is Carlos Ventes Pender. I was born December 20th, 1940 in Niagara Falls, New York. My central work and my legacy of my grandfather is Black Billy Sunday, baptized 35,000 people, spoke 7 languages, graduated from Oxford, England, worked for Queen Victoria, was commissioned to go to Canada and teach British law to blacks that had fled America and gone to Canada. This is where I get my religious background from. My earthly father is David H. Martin, my mother's second husband. And he was my earthly father. He taught me science, engineering, etc.
Carlos Ventes Pender, you are an alchemist and you've been to NASA. Tell us more about your life as an alchemist.
From an early age, my interest was always up towards the heavens. I was born in Niagara Falls, 1 block away from the falls. Every day, I could hear and see the falls. I graduated from high school. I got a job at Alcoa. I got a disco security clearance from the government. I acquired a degree in NDT, radiology, liquid penetration, and ultrasonics. My first big job was the Gemini Space Shuttle, working for the Air Force. My second great job was the Apollo spacecraft. We landed on the moon in 1969, November, and my hands were all open. I was inspector on Apollo 11. We planted our flag on the moon at that time. I first saw the Earth from outer space. I wrote about the Earth. I wrote about the Egyptian Magi's. I wrote about why is Egypt in the Bible 557 times? Why? If anybody can answer me that question. Matthew 2:13 says, flee to Egypt and remain there until I send for you. Matthew 2:15 says, out of Egypt I have called my son. Now, Egypt is in the King James Bible many, many times. And these were Nubian people. They invented the telescope. They saw the Star of Bethlehem. They were west of Bethlehem. They saw the star in the east. You cannot see the star in the east if you're in the east. You had to be west to see the star in the east. Now, in ancient times, the Egyptians belonged to the beginning of history. Myself, I've written 3 books on Egyptology. I have an Egyptology program. I would like to show my Egyptology program to all people interested. I've learned about the celestial language. I've graduated. I'm 81 years old, and I've graduated to a new level.
Hey, Carlos, tell us about the information on how to reach you and use your telephone number.
You can reach me, telephone number, 632-6540. My email number is vintes@ameritech.net. And please, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. If you know anyone that wants to learn about ancient Black history and the truth, what is the truth and God's order, I'm ministering God's order.
Carlos, give your number again for the slow people.
My telephone number is 6216, area code 632-6540.
Thank you, Mr. Carlos Vintez Pender. And now I would like to speak with Mrs. Inez James from Elyria, Ohio, the first Black elected. But let her tell you about it. Miss James.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, my name is Inez James. I am the daughter of the late Frank James and Mary Elizabeth Banks. I am a very people-oriented person. I am the current president of the Lorraine Club of the National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women, serving in my 3rd term. I am an employee of the Ohio Turnpike and Infrastructure Commission, and I am a toll plaza supervisor with 25 years of experience. I recently, in the fall of 2020, became a member of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. In the fall of 2019, I was appointed by the Lorraine County Commissioners to the Mental Health Addiction and Recovery Service Board, which I am still on that board today. In the March of 2021, I was appointed by the Secretary of State, Frank LaRose, as the first African American to be on the Lorraine County Board of Elections and the first female to hold the Democratic seat. And that's where I want to stop and put a pin in it and talk about the importance of people of color to get involved in the political and voting system.
Yes.
We always hear people say, if you don't vote, then you can't complain. And I'm here to say that with explanation points. If you don't vote, you cannot complain. We don't need to just vote. We need to put ourselves in positions to run for elected offices. We are equipped with everything that God put in us to be leaders. We learn that our church teaches us if we are ministers of the gospel, which I am a minister of the gospel, we are leaders. We're leaders in our homes. We're leaders in our community. Why can't we vote? Why can't we put ourselves in positions to be leaders as elected officials? This is what I challenge you with today, to ask you, when you have an issue with something that's going wrong in your community, your school boards, your council people, your precinct people, your commissioners, you can see, if you can see a problem with it, then that means you might be a person that needs to run or sit next. If you're not registered to vote, you need to register to vote. If you have moved and changed your address, you need to re-register to vote. If you got married, congratulations. You need to re-register to vote because of a name change. If you got divorced, congratulations. You need to re-register to vote because your name might have changed back. If you haven't voted since Obama, you might have been purged. You need to re-register to vote. If you're 18 or be 18 before the next election in May, you can register to vote and vote in that election. Remember, there's 2 elections every year. There's a primary election and there's a general election. Not just when the president is up for election, but twice a year, there is an election. So I want to thank you for this opportunity, and I challenge you again to put yourself in a position to have a voice, and you're not just in your community, not just in your county, not just in your city, but also on a state level and on a national level. Thank you.
Ms. Inez James, thank you very much for coming and telling us about voting and telling us about your history. And I will have you back again one of these days. Thank you so very much, Ms. James.
Happy holidays. It's gonna be your favorite holiday song. Yeah. It's been a long year, and now the end of it is near. The holiday season begins with joy and cheer. Looking forward to Grandma's famous pie. Ooh, that key lime. A time for family to share and give thanks for life. It's that time of year, yeah, and I'm so excited. Let's celebrate life. Spread tidings and good cheer. Yeah, family and friends, come on, rejoice, we're still here. Let your heart be light. Yeah, spread love all around. I can feel it in the air. It's the holidays, and I'm so thankful. Come on, let's celebrate. Donnie's on the radio, singing about mistletoe.
And now let's go to our next person, Mr. James White. Thank you so very much for coming.
I'm gladly appreciated to be here. My name is Hotep Ankh Reye, which is a Nuwapian word, or our original cultural language is written in stone. And what I'm here to present is the reemergence of Black women in this day and time. Because you have what's called Mother Earth, Mother Ship, Mother Nature. And the Black women who are in tune with nature are rising back up spiritually to be able to take their rightful position because they're called the sacred feminine. And in the word feminine is the number 9. 9 is the highest number in mathematics, and it's already incorporated with the woman being called a feminine. So we are actually trying to establish the sacred feminine's reemergence as the rulers and creators of all life on this planet. So we're going back to the original documentation that's written in stone in the Nile Valley, in Napata area, in Monroe, in Ethiopia. All this stuff that I'm saying to you is already written in stone, so it couldn't be mistranslated. So the other powers to be investigated our culture and adjusted it for their betterment. However, as 360 degrees, what comes around goes back around. And it's that date and time for Black women to actually step back up and get out of a patriarchal mentality and get into a matriarchal mentality. So we're dealing with the divine sacred order of the divine women. Every race that's on this planet came through mitochondria DNA of the Black woman from the Nile Valley all the way down into South Africa. So what we want to introduce to you is the fact that we have a bookstore, and the name of our bookstore is called All Eyes on Egypt. And the reason it's called All Eyes on Egypt, because this is where we taught every civilization that came to this physical planet Earth. But we are the original. And on top of being original, the Black woman is the creator of all life that came into this dimension of the physical planet Earth. So our bookstore is called All Eyes on Egypt. Our essence of this topic is about the Black woman being a matriarch, not the patriarchal system we're in now, because they hid most of the divine knowledge of the Black woman.
Mr. Hotep, would you please give your information, your contact information for us?
216-640-4662. The name of our store is called All Eyes on Egypt with an I instead of a Y. And the reason we use an I instead of a Y is because the I is the 9th letter of the alphabet. I appreciate you hearing what I had to say. I'd like to be on the next time we have one of these conferences or podcasts.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Vivian Louise Sharp.
Mr. Hotep, would you give me some information in your last 15 seconds?
Black women are going to rise.
Alrighty, on the rise. And this is Mr. James. Would you tell us your name and do it now?
I'm going to give you my English name is James F. White. My Nuwabic name is Ankh Reye.
All right.
Reye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Grimes, you're with the Fatherhood Initiative. You are the administrator of the Fatherhood Initiative, and it's a wonderful company that helps a lot of men. Would you tell us a little more about your company at this time?
Oh, good evening, and thank you for letting me be part of this forum. I'm Al Grimes. I'm director of the Cuyahoga County Fatherhood Initiative, and our objective is to make sure that all fathers stay involved in their children's lives, whether they're living in the home of the mother or not. We got 4 goals. We promote the importance of fathers being involved in their children's lives throughout the year. We make sure that when fathers come to the county for services, they're treated in a father-friendly manner. And just the same as the custodial parent, if that happens to be the mom. Then we fund programs to help fathers not only meet the financial needs of their children, but the emotional needs, because we know that dads need to be there both financially and emotionally to give their ultimate best for their children. And finally, we celebrate healthy father-child relationships that we don't hear about a lot. You know, we hear a lot about the negative fathers, but we don't hear enough about the dads that are grinding and doing the good things that they need to do every day. So you say, why do we do this? Well, we know the research says that when fathers are involved in their children's lives, they're less likely to drop out of school, they're less likely to do drugs, they're less likely to become teen parents, they're less likely to be incarcerated, they're less likely to commit suicide. All the research says that when both parents are involved in raising their children, you have more positive and productive results. So, I mean, it's important, like I said, that both mom and fathers are involved, whether you're living in the same house or not. Some of the programs that we fund, we have a boot camp new dads program at 9 hospitals. We have 3 job training and placement programs. We have programs where we encourage fathers to be involved in their school, in the academic lives of their children. Going to parent-teacher conferences, volunteering to be at the schools. We tell parents, you know, you're at the school for 2 reasons. One is to make sure your children are doing what they need to be, and 2, make sure that the school is doing what they need to be doing. We have a program called Fathers and Families Together, where we have a series of short workshops called Cooking with Dad, Living with the Law, Healthy Relationships. And then another program, we have free admittance to the Children's Museum for fathers and their children year-round. So as I said, you know, we fund all of these programs to make sure that dads stay connected with their children. We serve about 7,000 fathers directly through our programs a year. We have a fatherhood conference, in which we have another 500 dads. And then we have our annual Fathers Walk to School program, which serves another 12,000. So throughout the year, we serve about 20,000 fathers and families through the Cuyahoga County Fatherhood Initiative program. And you know, if you want to reach our program, you can reach us 2 ways. You can call our office at 216-348-3967, or you can just dial 211. And the fact of the matter is, we want everybody to call us. If there probably has not been any situation over the last 17 years. But I did want to tell you, we started this program in 2004. I worked for General Motors in the Minority Dealer Development Program previous to that. And then I spent 23 years in corporate America with BP America prior to starting the Fatherhood Initiative. And when I say we want everyone to call, I mean everyone. If you a parent or mother, and if your son is not being the kind of dad that you want him to be for your grandchildren, have him call our office. You know, if you've got a brother who's not being the dad that he needs to be, have him call our office. We get calls from everybody about making sure that all dads are stepping up and doing what they need to do. And if they need assistance in that, then we can help them. You know, we say all of the time, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, if you only have the custodial parent or the father and non-custodial parent or the custodial parent involved in the child's life, you've reduced the child's village in half. So we need both families working together on a regular basis. And that's why we do what we do.
And Mr. Grimes, tell me a little bit about the dinner conference that you host every year for the men.
That's our annual fatherhood conference. Our annual fatherhood conference is always the Friday before Father's Day. Obviously, due to the pandemic, we have not been able to do that conference in person. But that's something I talked about, which is an annual event where we celebrate healthy father-child relationships. We recognize outstanding fathers in the community, and we hold workshops in order to address the social issues that come from absent parenthood.
Mr. Grimes, would you tell our audience how to reach you?
Yes, once again, you can reach our office by calling us directly at 216-348-3967. If there's a father out there that needs help at any time of the day or evening, he can just dial 211, which will direct them to one of our programs. And finally, you can reach us on our website at fatherhoodinitiative.cuyahoga-county.us.
Mr. Grimes, you'll have to come back to see us again so we can have you longer. You have a great mission.
Not a problem. And you guys, thanks for giving me an opportunity to talk about what we do and why we do it.
Dr. Fred Wheat, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell us about your orchestra.
My name is Fred Wheat. I'm going to try to be brief with this. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born, bred, and buttered here, John Adams High School. Then I attended Cuyahoga Community College, Kent State University with a bachelor's degree in music education, John Carroll University with a master's degree in college student personnel services and counseling. And then I went on to Cleveland State University later for my Juris Doctorate degree in law. I've been an administrator, assistant director of student activities for Cuyahoga Community College, dealing with bringing in all the types of entertainment from back in the day. And then I was in a position with the federal government called Talent Search. It's one of the TRIO programs under the Department of Education. We were dealing with from youth through senior citizens, academic career, and financial aid counseling. And then I was also from the mid-'60s, right after high school with me, I was the house band leader at Leo's Casino here in Cleveland. That's how I got through school. And then I've also been with just a number of groups, anybody you can probably think of. I've been, fortunate and blessed to perform with them.
Dr. Fred Wheat of the Wheat Foundation, do tell me more about your company.
My group now, up until about a year ago, I had Barry White's group, the Love Unlimited Orchestra. The name has changed, and now it's Fulla, F-U-L-L-A, Fulla Love Orchestra. I'm working on a Museum of Black Music. It's virtual, dealing with where did Black people come from, how did they get to this country, and then how did they get to Cleveland, and then who were the musicians, where did they live, where did they go to school, where did they worship, where did they go for entertainment, those types of things. Starting with Cleveland, looking at other cities within the state, looking at other cities within the U.S. and abroad, from Barbados and Trinidad and Paris, France, London, England. How did those Black people get there, and who were the musicians there? And then, I mentioned Friday, Sunday.
What about December?
December 19th, I'm doing at my church, Garfield Church. It's on Pepper Pike at Lander Circle, doing a Christmas concert there. It's free also. We have these freebies. Y'all can come on out and check us out. I'll be there with my orchestra and some others. It's that's Sunday, December 19th, 3:30 at Garfield Church, Lander Circle in Chagrin. It's a benefit for the youth group, and they go on mission trips. They haven't been on one in 3 years. They'll be doing that. Then New Year's Eve, check out the website, get information. Go to The Wheat, W-O-8, Wheat with 2 T's, thewheatfoundation.org. Fulla Love Orchestra, F-U-L-L-A, love, not full of. Take the preposition off, just Fulla.
Dr. Fred Wheat of the Wheat Foundation, you're on
440-247-447-6872.
Mr. Andrews, Mr. Richard T. Andrews of the Real Deal Press. Tell me about how you do this on a daily basis.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here with you today. I am the editor and publisher of the Real Deal Press. We are a digital news website. The original Real Deal appeared in print back in 1991. Since that time, we've been in a number of different formats, but we are now totally online, available on your desktop computer, your phone, or your tablet. I'm not going to take along just to give you the essence of what we do. We report on news and information that is, we believe, of value principally to the African American community here in Northeast Ohio. We encourage you to visit our website, which will really speak for us more eloquently than I can do here. And it's simply www.therealdealpress.com. We're probably best known for our political coverage, but we also cover business news, minority business enterprises, health, education, community news, and what we call essential diversions, anything from arts and crafts to sports and entertainment. We've got some excellent regular columnists, and we publish content every day. And
Mr. Richard T. Andrews of The Real Deal Press, tell our audience a little about your company.
Go to therealdealpress.com. That's where you find us. And I'm pleased to announce to your audience today that we have over 50,000 page views per month.
Wonderful.
So a lot of folk find us and read us and value our content. And we have in recent months anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 people who've come to our site and consumed our content there for the first time. There's no charge. We don't have any paywalls or anything like that. We do take advertising, and we provide excellent value for our advertisers. And if you're interested in advertising with us, I'm about to
give the number.
Phone number to call: 216-282-5111. 216-282-5111, and I'll be like your favorite politician and yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Richard T. Andrews, from putting Cleveland on the map.
G's, I spent that. 4, 5, I hate that. Made money off the grind. You getting money, I wanna hustle with you.
Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad.
They trying to box me in the corner, young Ali. I've been fighting 12 rounds, young Ali. My hands too quick, I bop and I weave. The champ is here, my guard's up, I block and I jab. This life ain't built for the weak. Be careful when you speak. When you sleep, I be training, nobody can compete. I go hard to go home, the real greats gon' compete. Fly, fly like a butterfly, you sting like a bee. Ali, they trying to box me in the corner, young Ali. I've been fighting 12 rounds, young Ali. My hands too quick, I bop and I weave. The champ is here, my guard's up, I block and I jab. This life been built for the weak. Be careful when you speak. When you sleep, I be training, nobody can compete. I go hard to go home, the real greats gon' compete. Fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Ali, they tryna box me in the corner, young Ali. I've been fighting 12 rounds, young Ali. My hands too quick, I bop and I weave. The champ is here, my guard's up, I block and I jab. This life been built for the weak. Be careful when you speak. When you sleep, I be training, nobody can compete. I go hard to go home, the real greats gon' compete. Fly like a butterfly, you sting like a bee. Ali, money make the world go round, so let's circulate. Get into the money right now, so let's not hesitate. Perpetrate, I'm living life trying to obligate. Catch a case, running with shooters, we on our fast break. No lunch break, we be grinding till our bones ache. So we're struggling, minimum wage make me wanna cop a brick and just hustle for days. Plus it's hot on the block, with the heat call me Wade. It's just ludicrous, fast and furious, we got the that tried to get it. I'm the worm in this rotten apple, there you bite it. Pop you like a Snapple top, you ain't even worth it though. Pistol whip you for a purpose, hello Glock is waving at you. Call the cops, you know I wouldn't put it past you. You need discipline, these shells make you comprehend. I'm in my own zone, kind of punch I'm throwing back. I spend bread just to get back bread. They trying to box me in the corner, young Ali. I've been fighting 12 rounds, young Ali. My hands too quick, I bop and I weave. The champ is here, my guard's up, I block and I jab. This life been built for the weak. Be careful when you speak. When you sleep, I be training, nobody can compete. I go hard to go home, the real greats gon' compete. Fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Ali, they tryna box me in the corner, young Ali. I've been fighting 12 rounds, young Ali. My hands too quick, I bop and I weave. The champ is here, my guard's up, I block and I jab. This life been built for the weak. Be careful when you speak. When you sleep, I be training, nobody can compete. I go hard to go home, the real greats gon' compete. Fly like a butterfly, you sting like a bee. Ali, Ali.
And now, the Java and Africa House International Kwanzaa Dance 2021.
Happy Kwanzaa from Africa House!
Mr. Cool, I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed that performance with you and Joppa. That was fantastic. Keep it up. Dr. Modlin, Dr. Charles S. Modlin of Metro Health Diversity, tell us about your life and also about your book that you told me you have.
To be on your program. You've been very supportive of me, and I really appreciate it. So, my name's Dr. Charles Modlin. I'm a kidney transplant surgeon. I'm a practicing urologist. I spent the last 28 years of my career at Cleveland Clinic, not only practicing transplantation and urology, but also focusing my efforts over the last essentially 3 decades on minority health, healthcare disparities, so that we can achieve health equity. I'm also a recent author of a Success Tips book. It's a book that is geared towards helping younger people or anybody who wishes to achieve their goals in life. It's designed to help them navigate their success journey and achieve their goals. The book is entitled, "It Isn't Difficult to Do It If You Know How to Do It." This is the cover, and it's up available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The title basically refers to the fact that if we can impart certain knowledge and specific information and skill sets to our young children, our young people, or adolescents, or anybody who wishes to achieve success, their success journey will be a little bit easier, and we can help them pave the way and show them the way based on knowledge and experience that we've been fortunate enough to have received during our lifetimes. And again, they can email me at charles.modlin@gmail.com, charles.modlin@gmail.com. Well, I'll give you a number. It's 216-312-3253, 216-312-3253.
Okay, thank you so very much. Apostle Franklin McCarthy, would you please do a little bit about yourself for our audience? Thank you.
All right, my name is Franklin McCarthy. My wife and I are in charge of a ministry that the Lord blessed us with. The name of it is The Way, the Truth, and the Life Ministries Incorporated. We are currently residing in Amherst, Ohio. My name is my email address. It's Franklin, common spelling, Franklin. I had the camera turned on. MACARTHY. My number 216-372-9108. And I really didn't plan on spending a lot of time talking about who I am. Yes, we had a Bible study last night, and the name of it was Why the Need to Be Sober and Vigilant. In today's world, more than ever before, those words ring true. One of my favorite programs is Wild Kingdom. And in those programs, you see the strong animals, such as the lions, will single out a specific animal. It may be in a pack with other animals, but the lion knows that that animal is weaker or not paying attention. In the spirit, the same thing applies to us. We need to be sober, or we need to be mindful of our surroundings. We need to be mindful of what's going on in the spirit. We need to be vigilant or watchful, because these are perilous times that we're in right now. And God sends us warnings every day. He sends us his word every day. We need to not become one of those weakened or bewildered or unfocused animals that get eaten up by the prey. And so being sober and vigilant is extremely important. It's one of the things that we stress. There are a lot of stressors that go in different areas of our lives, but sometimes we overlook the spiritual need. We need to be vigilant every day. We need to study God's word. I'm talking about the God of the Bible. There's many gods out there. I'm talking about the God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Father of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. There's only one. And we need to trust in him and learn his word so that we can walk according to what he has taught us to do, so that we can live a victorious life.
And now, we're going to interview Miss Vida Saeed from East Cleveland. Miss Saeed, how are you doing this evening? Tell me about yourself. For our audience who wants to know all the things about you. Now.
Give God the glory, as I say all the time. My name is Vida Saeed. I am a visual, literary, and performing artist. I'm also an entrepreneur ventures. I also am a social political activist, a mother and grandmother, and a servant of our Most High Creator. And I teach to all ages. What I would define what I mean by a visual, literary, performing artist. This is what most people don't know about.
You're going off camera.
This is my drawing.
That looks
one
nice.
of my drawings here. See? Yeah. So.
Are you selling them?
Not at the moment, but I will be. I'm also a poet.
One thing you don't know about Miss Vida Saeed, she is a Minnie Riperton tribute singer. She didn't tell you about that, did you, Miss Vida Saeed?
I'm a dancer and choreography at heart, and I'm also a vocalist. My stage name is Diva. I've done some comedy in my life, so my name was Frankenstein. Stage name for comedy was Frankenstein. And I've also done, I was a producer on Time Warner Cable back in 2008. And I did some TV production. And the great thing about that was that I did it without experience. You know, I was so proud of myself about that. Well, I'm a founder of a couple of movements. One was the Black Love, Unity, Faith, Mission, Empowerment Week and Black Love Revolution. And love actually stands for loyalty, obedience, virtue, and excellence. And it's a movement to establish more trust, love, unity, prosperity, greater health, and leadership in the Black and international community, as well as establishing self-defense and reestablishing culture. Black Love, Unity, Faith, Mission, Empowerment Week is a take from that.
Okay. And now, the illustrious voice, Mr. Harvey Zay. Hello, Mr. Zay. How are you? Tell us about yourself.
Okay, thank you, Vivian. Hello, everybody. I'm Harvey Zay. Most of you might remember me from National Public Radio, WCPN. I was a jazz music director there for many years, and then went on to The Wave at 107.3. The Wave, 107.3. So what I'm doing now, I'm teaching young people, any age, to be radio announcers, public speakers, motivational speakers, inspirational speakers. Well, we work basically on speaking well. We help people to develop their diction, also how to develop the diaphragm for more projection, also enunciation, pronunciation, those sort of things. So people can become speakers or get on radio, do commercials, voiceovers to make a good living.
Mr. Zay, would you please give us your contact information so that they can get in touch with you?
All right. You can reach me at 216-256-0353. That's 216-256-0353. The email is real easy. Payzay, P-A-Y-Z-A-Y, Payzay at hotmail.com. And the closing word is that also we have people become travel agents or any kind of home-based business you like to have, raising funds or whatever you like. We have several more we'll talk about when you call me. But if you want to make money working at home, we can help you do that in your spare time, hard time, or any time. Thank you very much.
Oh, Miss Aku, you look so colorful this evening, as usual.
My name is Akusika. It's pronounced Akusika.
You're off to the left. Can you come in the middle of the screen?
In Komomaki. And the CEO of Africa House International. Oh boy, here I go.
Okay, go ahead. Do it the best way you can.
Yeah, we have a Kwanzaa coming up. So we want to encourage everyone to tune in. Africa House International is a grassroots organization here in Cleveland. You can Google us and learn more about us. I need to update our website though. But we'd like for you to get ready with us for Kwanzaa. If you'd like to be involved or just want to see it, you can go to our website.
Get your number for old people.
It's 216-421-0298 is the number. The website is africahouseinternational.org. So we're a grassroots environmental stewardship organization. We're promoting STEAM through art, outdoor education, and health and wellness.
And she's my dancer. We gotta get those ladies in white with those beautiful legs and have a dancing. And thank you so very much. Give that number one more time.
216-421-0298.
And you look beautiful in all your colors. And thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Welcome, Miss Rachel Rawls Abernathy. Tell us about you.
My name is Rachel Rawls Abernathy. I am an evangelist, and I'm supporting Minister Vivian Sharp. We go to the same church at Olivet Institutional Baptist Church. I hail from Queens, New York. Married for 14 years. We're raising a legacy. His name is Justice Abernathy, and we live right here in Woodmere, Ohio. And I am a veteran. I've been in the service for 10 years. Also, I'm a singer. I'll be with the Cleveland Orchestra with the Martin Luther King Chorus. This will be January 17th. They'll be performing at Severance Hall. And I also love to sing. I love the arts, and I have been thoroughly inspired this evening. I also went to Ohio State Broadcasting School, so I can relate to everything that he was saying about speaking and enunciation, and all of that goes into it. And everyone, I wrote everyone's name down. I don't have any time, so I can't go through everything, but I really have been thoroughly inspired, and I hope to be here, to be invited again for the next podcast. But the last word is Rachel Rawls Abernathy, 216-577-8855. I work for Progressive Insurance, and I'm here to support, and I believe in our African-American brothers and sisters, Latinas, people of color, and I love what you're doing here, Minister Vivian.
What branch of the service were you at?
Yes. So I've done 10 years. The first year was Army Reserve, 6 years active duty Army, traveled all over the world, and then the last 4 years was the National Guard.
And so, and then and all of that as well. So we're coming along the running trail. Thank you, Rachel, so much.
Thank you, Ms. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. And then I would like to say hello to Miss Diane Linston, Linston. She provided my dress that you cannot see on the show the dress. You want to show it? That is ruffles all the way down.
Going to be Jude. No, unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever. Amen.
Amen. And thank you, Carlton Fellows, coming out tonight and watching us. And Mr. Abdullah, show yourself. Man that's running all this together. His hand out there. I think I got everybody. Thank you all for coming. And this has been a short Paradigm Entertainment production.
Thank you
very much.
Good night, everybody.
What is your real purpose? Don't just touch the surface. Is your life an allegory? Do you have a real story? Murphy's Law is things go wrong. That is the message of this song. Yo, what way is used to convince? How can I get it across and make sense? Don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Can you control every event? Yo, because it's heaven sent. What do you suppose is your destiny? Here comes the person portfolio recipe. Think, focus, action, and enter the final act. No one but you can take a path. Narrow it down to your dimension. Will you be willing to accept the pension? Don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. On the way up the ladder, have fun. The ladder of success is your only one. Will you deny yourself a trip on the boat? Don't miss the fun, this song is wrote. Don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Capture a little bit of life's joy. It does not matter, girl or boy. Hear the message of the senior diva. Have fun, do it, deserve and need a break today in every way. Gain is not without a payday. Decide, create, and develop your style. The journey is a step, another mile. Don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Okay, now. Gather all your woes, cares, and smile. Bend with the wind of time while the law of attraction causes you to invent a marvelous, fantastic low rent. Low maintenance networker you will be and will appear in the winner's circle. See, like thoughts cause a powerful mastermind group. As in any strategy, you become a powerful truth. Don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Now you have an answer to the problem. All you got to do is continue to solve them. Don't give up standing there somehow. Yo, I've got it. Don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Through life's ups and downs we walk, softly and still make sounds. In the forests and the trees no one bounds. Can you see the clearing rounds? A mountaintop can be brought to its knees. Persevere, be consistent and please. Don't give out reminder. Einstein's factor 4. E plus CYS times K equals DR and more. Emotion plus being committed to your success times knowledge equals desired results. Learn how to succeed, master your faults indeed. You have the tools, all you need. Don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. All your experiences have contributed to the life you have been distributed. The moral to the story is simply this. Keep your head, you cannot miss. Put a song and goal in your heart. Keep a hand on the pulse and impart. From doubt, disdain, and fear, create value and keep the master near. Yo, I've got it, don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Through life's ups and downs we walk, softly and still make sounds. In the forest, in the trees, no one bounds. Can you see the clearing round? The mountaintop can be brought to its knees. Persevere, be consistent, and please. Don't give out. Remember Einstein's factor 4. E plus CYS times K equals DR and more. Emotion plus being committed to your success times knowledge equals desired results. Learn how to succeed, master your faults indeed. You have the tools, all you need. Don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. All your experiences have contributed to the life you have been distributed. The moral to the story is simply this. Keep your head, you cannot miss. Put a song and goal in your heart. Keep a hand on the pulse and impart. From doubt, disdain, and fear, create value and keep the master near. Yo, I've got it, don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Yo, I've got it, don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Put a song and goal in your heart. Keep a hand on the pulse and impart. From doubt, disdain, and fear, create value and keep the master near. Yo, I've got it, don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Yo, I've got it, don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now. Yo, I've got it, don't wait to be discovered. Discover yourself now.